I've had these Carmina loafers for over a year, and in this video I want to be discussing style, comfort, durability, shoe care, price, pros and cons, and I'll rate these shoes out of 10. And also, if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. Carmina is a family business and has been making shoes on the island of Mallorca since 1866. They're definitely on the forefront of designing and manufacturing high quality leather shoes. Now, these tassel loafers that I have are the Tassel Loafers 80367 Forest. Forest just means that it is made on their forest last. Now, loafers come in a wide range of different styles, and this will depend on brand and country. My personal preference is more sleek and with a more smaller silhouette, and this is exactly what these loafers are. And this is because that welt is really hid underneath the upper. I don't like when the welt is sticking out, but this is just personal preference. They have done an amazing job with these shoes. Now, the attention to detail on these shoes are very impressive. Everything from the stitching into the lining, there is a high quality attention to detail. The sole is blind stitched. So essentially what that means is before they stitch it, it's cut open and then they stitch all the way around the sole and then they glue that leather back over. What this does, it protects the stitches, because what will generally happen is you tend to wear through the stitches. If you have shoes that have that you can see the stitches, if you wear through them, it's not generally a big deal because the adhesive is pretty strong. It's going to hold that sole on. But you can tell that they've gone to that next level of blind stitching. And it looks really nice as you flip over the shoe and you don't see any stitching. They also have some nice brass nails, and that's just really nice. So the amount of attention to detail that they've done is actually very impressive. Now, the leather that they've used is actually a box calf, and this is chrome tan leather. Now, they get their box calf from Germany and their other leathers from another tannery. You can tell that they're very open with where they get their leather from, which is actually really good. The leather is really impressive. Now, these shoes come in black, tan and suede, so there is not a lot of options with colors for these shoes. Now, what you can do is, if you want to have a completely custom pair made, you can choose everything. You can change all the different colors. However, this is going to cost extra. On checkout, you can also get a mirror shine, you can get their shoe trees, you can get toe plates. However, if you do get toe plates, you won't be able to exchange them. So just be careful with any customizations that you get. You understand that depending on the customizations, you might not be able to send them back. If you don't want to pay extra for a different color, you can get another tassel loafer in a different style that is built on the same last. The only difference is that style has stitching coming down onto the toe. I personally like this style here where there is no stitching going down the toe. Now, in terms of comfort, on this specific last, this is the Forest last. Now, you can read about their last on their website. That can probably be the most difficult thing, is knowing what last is best for you. For me, I just guessed pretty much. They do have a Forest Triple E last, which is actually wider than these. And in hindsight, I probably should have got them. In terms of sizing, I recommend going half a size down. I got these in my true size, which is 10. They fit perfect. However, my heel was coming out the shoe. Because you don't have those laces, you need the shoe to fit snug. So I sent them back, got them exchanged, and I got a 9.5. If you do send them back, you need to fill out an exchange form, and you also need to pay the postage. When you do get these, I recommend trying them on carpet, because you don't want to scratch the leather sole, because you might not be able to return them or exchange them. I got 9.5s, and to be honest, they were very difficult to wear in. I was having blisters. I had to put a band-aid on the back of the shoe because I was getting blisters on my Achilles heel. The shoe was crushing my feet. And of course I could have sent it back again, but it did cost a lot to send them back the first time. So I just sort of stayed with these. Even now, it kind of feels like my toe kind of goes like that because these are quite narrow. On one Sunday after Mass, after walking around, it was very difficult to even wear these. It was very painful. So these, probably not the funnest to wear in, but I persisted with them, and now they've broken in, but I could get them stretched a bit more. I think I should get them stretched on the width, but I probably should have went with the Forest Triple E last. Now, besides all that, there is some good news. The comfort is actually quite comfortable shoe, not sneaker comfort. The sole as well, I quite like leather soles. Sometimes you wear a leather sole and it kind of feels quite flat when you wear it. These ones felt actually solid when I wore it. There was just something to the shoe where it just felt really nice to walk in. Unlike any other leather sole that I've worn, regardless of all the discomfort that I've had, the insole is actually really comfortable. But they are a wonderful shoe once you've broken them in. Now, in terms of durability, Carmina has done a very good job in choosing high quality materials. The shoe is actually very well constructed. Trenton and Heath took apart a pair of Oxford hole cuts by Carmina, and they pointed out the high quality of Carmina's construction. Kirby Allison has also visited their factory, and you can see how the shoes are made. So there has been other people that have taken the shoes apart or seen their factory. That's sort of a good way you can kind of see what the shoes are like and the materials that they use. These shoes are Goodyear welted, so pretty much as long as you keep the upper intact, you can resole these shoes over and over again. If you wear through the welt, you can get a new welt, but try not to wear through that welt. Probably two places to be careful of is the toe and the heel. The heel has a bit of rubber on it, which is actually good. So once that rubber has worn down, just before the leather, just get it replaced. So that's a good thing that there's rubber there. But in terms of the toe, after a month of wearing these, and I was only wearing them on Sunday for mass, I wore through the toe even down to the welt. And this is going to depend on how you walk. I just wear through the toes of leather shoes. That's just something with me. What I had done was I took it to a cobbler, they built up the toe, and then they applied just a thin little piece of rubber to the leather sole. A lot more slower to wear through rubber. And once you wear through this little thin piece of rubber, they take it off and put a new one on. So that's just a really good idea if you do wear through leather soles quite quickly. I'm very bad at going through toes. I think another thing of wearing down these shoes quicker is I do have another pair of shoes, my Thursday loafers. The sole sticks out a bit, and I have worn those shoes over and over again, and I'm only slowly wearing through that leather. Maybe I'm thinking is because that sole is underneath, it is it's not sticking out so much. You could possibly just wear through that a lot more quicker because it's not very far out from the shoe. That's just me thinking. There are two places to be very careful of. Generally on all shoes, even rubber soles, another area you need to be very careful of is this leather. This leather is very firm. You should use a soft bristle brush when you brush them. The reason is because I use my soft bristle brush. Well, I kind of have a somewhat soft, firmish horsehair brush. And as I brushed it, I scratched through these shoes. And you can sort of see it right there. I tried to repair it with the Saphir Renovatreuse. I did a sort of an average job, but I took it to a shoe cobbler and they did their best that they could. I guess it is what it is, but again, just be very careful with these shoes because horsehair brush just scratch straight through the leather. If there is anyone out there who can actually repair that better, let me know. But that's just another thing to be careful of. Shoe care is pretty simple. Dust your shoes after you wear them. High quality leather soap, leather conditioner, shoe creams. Making sure the toe isn't wearing down into the welt. Making sure the heel is not wearing down into the heel stack. Getting the leather soles replaced when they need to. I do have a video on how to maintain your leather shoes and also how to clean, condition and polish your shoes. Another thing is shoe trees. These are the Carmina ones. Trimley shoe trees are fine with these. Carmina is priced in that more premium segment. These were $643. The shoe trees were $148. And depending on if you get a mirror shine, if you customize the shoe, the price will vary. But as they are, $643 for the shoes, $148 for the shoe trees, but you do get free shipping. Now the pros of these shoes are that they are elegant with a timeless design. Carmina have used high quality materials and a Goodyear welt construction for durability, versatile style suitable for both casual and formal occasions, comfortable after a break-in period, potentially long lasting with proper care. The amount of customization is impressive. The cons, they are a high price shoe, which is daunting. It can be difficult to know what last and shoe is best for you if you are buying online. They require a break-in period, however you can get them stretched. This shoe on the Forest Last isn't for people with wider feet, and depending on how you walk, the leather sole can wear down very easily on the toe. I rate these shoes an 8 out of 10. I really like this style. When you look over the shoe, you can see the attention to detail everywhere from the stitching, interior and the sole. Yes, they are a higher price point, but when you consider the craftsmanship, the quality of materials, they're handmade in Spain, Carmina is definitely not skipping on quality, and they are up there rivaling other brands. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know, what do you think?